Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big Mike here.
Terry.
Hey, it's family night, Wednesday, hump day. And the last day in the house before the weekend starts tomorrow. Your birthday's tomorrow. And you've already gotten birthday wishes from Korea, from the Philippines, from England, from the United States,
From
Taiwan. Our tour guide in Taiwan wished her a happy birthday. He subscribed to our channel.
And we anybody ever wants to go to Taiwan and they need a tour guide, contact Benson Chen.
He used to live in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And he speaks perfect English.
Yes.
And he knows Taiwan inside and out. So if you ever plan to go there before China invades, well, he's your guy. Yeah. So anyway.
Paul said, no, her birthday is now in Great Britain.
That's right. It is now. So our featured channel of the evening, yes, or the day.
It's not a secret anymore.
It's not a secret.
Because it's scrolling across the bottom.
It's scrolling. It's Cassie's Kitchen Creations. Cassie is the creator. She has 2.6K in subs. She has 247 videos. And she has 68.2K in views. We read on Cassie's About page. This is a cooking and baking from scratch channel. This channel offers a variety of recipes, videos, baking tips, holiday dinners, DIY laundry, hair products, and tutorials for bakers of all skill levels, and food preservation, DIY, sustainability apothecary. I thought apothecary was like medicines, and is it like herbs and
all kinds of stuff?
All kinds of stuff.
Healthy stuff.
Are you tired of store-bought meals that lack flavor and freshness? Dive into our cooking, baking from scratch channel, where we empower you to create delicious homemade meals right in your kitchen. From mouth-watering recipes and expert baking tips to sustainable food preservation techniques and DIY apothecary tutorials. We cover it all for cooks of every skill level. Subscribe now to transform your culinary journey and bring the joy of homemade goodness back to your table. Thanks for visiting my channel.
I don't know, but I want to go to her house because she makes the classic raisin bread pudding, and I love bread pudding. That's my favorite.
Man.
And this chia pudding. I've made chia pudding before. I really like it. It's good. And then I was going to say, I could play. What's this one?
Ooh.
I'm going to make everybody have to pee playing that.
Like me. So guys, go over and check out Cassie's Kitchen Creations.
Yeah.
And you might learn something. Well, you might be able to add to your mundane weekly meal schedule, chicken on Monday, tacos on Tuesday. She might spice up your life.
She could.
So moderators, if you could please put her link in the channel. I know Jesse's put it in there once up at the top. But let's go over there and check her out and become friends with Cassie's Kitchen Creations.
Yes.
So, featured channel of the day. There's only 2 of them. What? No, not featured. National Day of. Wow.
I was like, what? Are you throwing another featured channel out there that I didn't know about? Yeah. I thought you saw something new you liked. I don't know.
Guys, I had to take a pain pill today.
He fell this morning.
Oh my gosh, I fell in a hole. And the hole's been there, and I've never filled it in because there's a water line underneath there that doesn't work. And that was hard, trying to get up with 2 artificial hips. So that wasn't a pretty sight.
National Day of.
National Day of
is Wildland Firefighter Day.
That's right.
And
we thank them for all their
absolutely
brave work.
Thank all the firefighters and thoughts and prayers are with the families of the firefighters who lost their lives in Oregon.
And the fires are going to start up again. It's getting hot.
Well, they didn't lose their lives because of fires. They lost their lives because of some.
Well, didn't the ones up in Idaho, didn't somebody set a fire?
Yeah, that was Idaho.
Oh,
yeah,
Idaho.
That's what I meant. But yeah, that's senseless. So stupid. Let's see. And then the other one was Anisette Day.
Didn't know what anisette was.
It's from the anise.
Anise?
Anise spice. Yeah.
It's liquor though, right?
It is a liquor.
Liqueur.
Yes.
So yeah.
That's what we had. 2 days. There are 2 things for today.
Yeah. So what do we have in the chat?
So Heartland Headquarters with Dink and Tank were in here earlier. I'm sure they're back by now. There's Tamara and David. Linda Peterson. Hello, Linda. Ricky Giovannucci is here. Bo's RV Life.
All right.
And I didn't even get to say Buenas noches to Jovita Navarro. I miss saying hi to a lot of people. I usually go in the chat and say hi. Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead.
All right.
And Jesse's posting all the links for everybody.
Jesse sent me a thing on Instagram, a new type of stickers that some companies do.
I saw those, the embossed ones.
The embossed stickers.
They're cool.
Those are cool.
Yeah. So we said Sir Paul Honeyman was here.
Yep.
And Debbie Drock, hello. And
she sent you birthday wishes, didn't she?
I believe so. My aunt and uncle sent me a card. It's sitting back there somewhere. Back that away somewhere. Let's see. Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. And Roadkill Ron's here.
Hey, Roadkill Ron.
Sup?
Sup, everybody.
There's New Horizons Above and Beyond.
Welcome in.
And
Judy Herman.
Judy Herman is here. And the sweet and wonderful Leanne Gunther is here. And who else? Lynn the Farm Okie is here.
All right.
Cindy Brown.
Downtown Cindy Brown.
And Rhonda Dotson is here. And what am I missing? Oh, thank you, Cindy. She said happy almost birthday.
Yeah. Well, it's her birthday in England and the Philippines and Asia and Australia.
If we were still in Korea, it would have been.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did I miss somebody? No.
There's Rainy Ridge.
Rainy Ridge, just Tina and Eric. And Jesse.
Hey, there's Cassie's Kitchen Kreations.
Cassie's here.
All right. Guys, go over there and check her out.
Good channel, guys.
Yeah.
Paul said he spent most of tonight at his daughter's. It was her birthday yesterday, the 2nd. So happy birthday to her, since it's still the 2nd here.
Yeah.
Tell her we said happy birthday. And who else? Thank you, Rhonda. A little slow.
Hey, Filipino Raquel. How are you doing?
Good morning to you. And there's Tamara singing happy birthday. Thank you. And Midnight Vlogs. She said hello, Moke and Terry.
Moke and Terry. Yep, I'm Moke. That's Terry.
Reverend Joe Jacobson. Blessings to you as well. And who else do we have? I started off with a little bit of a headache, and it's starting to explode. There's Patrick Cuddly Texan. Hello. He said lurking, Patrick, but I'm going to be sleeping soon.
We're going to miss you at Freedom Weekend.
Always like
Sorry
seeing
you couldn't go.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Cassie. You have a great channel.
Yes.
Filipino Raquel says watching and listening while taking my breakfast.
Yep, there you go.
And Lori Karp is here. And Ed Kirkpatrick, the storyteller.
All right.
He said, howdy, folks from Oklahoma.
That's right.
And Filipina Raquel's throwing up turkeys.
Yep, she's a good member of ours.
The Moose 1829.
The moose.
Hello.
You killed a lot of mooses on your game. What's the name of that game? Hunter Call of the Wild. Yeah, she's a moose slayer.
Yep.
But she couldn't kill an animal like that if you put her in front of one with a pew. She couldn't do it.
Ray Castile, hello.
Hello.
And thank you. And he said tomorrow would have been his dad's birthday also.
Oh.
Well, happy heavenly birthday.
Yes.
Let's see.
And if
Thank you,
hey,
Ann.
just if you know when you say your prayers tonight, Ray, just tell them to find Alice, my mom, up there, and I'm sure she can talk his ear off.
She'll throw him a party.
Yeah.
There's Regina Rebooted.
Hey, Regina.
And it's so quiet in here.
What did Filipino Raquel say?
She said, I eat blood.
Or dingyong?
Dinguan with rice here in Philippines, our exotic food in the Philippines. The blood sausage.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ryder Leonard with
Hey!
RNC Acres. Hi,
That's right.
Ryder. And
That was the channel.
And Slim Chance out there. We got to do theirs.
Yes.
But yeah, we've got Cassie.
we were
this week.
sitting here today
I thought,
making sure we all the people that we put in order. Cassie was in there.
yeah,
And then we couldn't. When I seen that, I go,
it was right.
RNC Acres. Man.
We got to do them soon.
Jesse, make sure you put RNC Acres.
Yes, but they have a good channel, guys.
Yes.
And Slim Chance Outdoors.
Yes.
Let's see. I said hi to Regina.
And he has another channel, is Circle J.
Yes.
That's right.
If it meant filling the field. If we were starving to death, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could. But it would have to be big game. Not little. Well, maybe no.
Not like the picture of the rabbits
Couldn't
and
be.
the chickens laying underneath your car, talking over
I posted a picture
next
on
year's
Facebook.
Easter plans for eggs.
I said
That was a pretty good picture.
This is how we get the Easter bunny with eggs at Easter is because
He's negotiating a contract with our chickens.
he's just laying under there
With the chickens.
With the chickens, and I can walk. I almost stepped on him a little while ago when I was coming back in.
Yeah, they're not really that afraid
No.
around here because we haven't heard any of them, so they don't know.
No. Well, and I throw food and stuff out, so
I do catch them underneath the rabbit pens. When they knock the hay down, they get that Timothy hay and eat it. They like it.
Well, and I think they're sleeping with Batman.
Yeah.
I know the one was. I saw him in there.
He's got corn growing in his pen.
And wheat.
And wheat. And I seen Batman eating the wheat off the stalk.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go in there and weed eat it, but I go, hey, he's having a good old time.
Oh no.
What?
Oh yeah, definitely prayers for Ginger and Joey. I guess Jesse was saying Ginger's stepdad's funeral was today, and then they had to 911 her mom to the emergency room.
Oh man.
Yeah, definitely prayers for them.
Yes.
We hate to hear that. Irene Malinois and Boss Boo Boy. Hello. Good morning. Julie Cook's here.
Julie?
You can get anything you want from Alice's restaurant.
That's right.
Let's see. And everybody's saying prayers for Ginger. And RNC switched over to their other channel.
All right.
And there's Minty Cactus.
Hey, Minty Cactus is in here.
Hello. And Melva and Donnie are here.
Hey,
Hello.
Melva and Donnie.
And I'm at the bottom.
What? We got 52 people in here. So, guys, tomorrow we are leaving. I wanted to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Tomorrow is my birthday. I am not getting up at
And
4 in the morning.
we need to head
ready.
to West Tennessee for Freedom Weekend. And part of that trip is Terrie has driven through Memphis, but she's never been to Beale Street.
Yeah, I've never stopped
Right.
in Memphis.
She was scared.
Well, no,
Anyway.
I was a teenager. I wasn't driving.
Okay.
It was-
But you should be very afraid. Memphis is a rough town.
some of it can be.
And I've been to Beale Street a couple of times. I've been to the Elvis thing, blah, 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 all that stuff down there, Sun Records. So part of her birthday thing tomorrow is we are going to go to Beale Street, have either a lunch, late dinner, or something on Beale Street so she can experience Beale Street down there in Memphis as we go to Tim at Ridge Life's place for Freedom Weekend.
Yes.
So that'll be fun. We are staying in a place called Arlington. Is that right?
Yes.
Arlington, it's a suburb of Memphis or whatever.
Did I say hi to Figuring It Out with Catfish, Bobby?
No, you said hello to his wife.
I know I said hi to Rhonda. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
So that's part of her birthday things. And I have to buy her a Starbucks Tennessee mug.
Yeah, because like I have my Missouri one.
Everywhere we go, we have to buy a mug. Whatever country we go to. In fact, we were at the China airport and we got your Chinese
because
Starbucks. They had a Starbucks in.
What? No, I'm pretty sure it was a knockoff Starbucks.
But it was a cup.
It was real.
It was a big cup, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, it wasn't like all the cups. That's another reason I think they were a knockoff. They weren't real.
So anyway, they don't have no copyrights over there for American stuff. So there you go.
Yeah, they make stuff up.
So that's what we're going to be doing. It's about a 6-hour or so drive is it to Tim's or to Memphis?
To the hotel.
To the hotel. Okay, so that's what we're going to do on
I
Thursday.
found the Walmart that's closest.
Oh,
And I also found a Cracker Barrel
what?
just to the east of Fort Smith. So we could stop there and have breakfast.
Well, there you go. All right. So at least we're going to be leaving before noon. That's what tells me that.
Regina says, I collect mugs. My nephew got me a mug from the first Starbucks. That's awesome.
We went there.
Yeah.
We just didn't want to stand in the line that was a block long,
And I'd seen it
full
before.
of tourists.
I'd
in Seattle.
seen it when I lived up there, when they first really started.
Hey, there's 2 old people on a couch. Mark and Debbie's here.
Hello, hello.
Welcome in.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, Mark and Debbie, if
Oh,
nobody
sorry.
knows who they are, they were a channel in the olden days.
On the interwebs.
On the interwebs.
And they had tens and tens of viewers.
Tens and tens of viewers,
I'm
guys.
pretty sure they still have tens and tens of viewers.
So please go
So
there and
go-
check out Mark and Debbie
go
at
check
2 old
them
people
out.
on a couch.
If you haven't subscribed, you need to go in, especially on Saturday mornings when they do their lives. Although that's been sporadic lately, or
Well,
am I missing
he's on the road a lot because he's working on that satellite stuff on all these sporting events. But hey, we love Mark and Debbie.
We do.
We do.
There's Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse this
All right.
year. And no, we're not taking the camper to Tim's.
Nope.
We're going to be doing short trips.
We had already paid for the
Yeah.
hotel non-refundable.
Yeah.
Because it was cheaper if you do non-refundable.
You get a cheaper rate.
Before we even bought the trailer. So we had that planned way in advance.
And I'm thinking I should start getting like some kind of rewards from the Fairfield Inn by Marriott, because it seems like I'm staying at a lot of them lately.
I'm not. Who are you going to the hotels with?
No.
Are you seeing somebody?
Yeah. No, I guess it was a Baymont that I stayed at
Yeah.
in Springfield, but I'm staying at the Fairfield Inn by Marriott in Harlingen when I take Mackenzie and Brittany down
Oh, for her 15th birthday.
for the Padre Island trip.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to homestead again. It's a girls' trip.
Well, that and you right now, and especially after that fall this morning.
Oh man, that was horrible.
Riding anywhere is going to be.
Tomorrow might be painful.
Yeah, tomorrow you better take another pain pill.
Take a Percocet and wake me up for breakfast, and then wake me up at Memphis.
Yeah. That's probably how it's going to go.
Hey, there's Ed S is here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So let's see.
Hey, there's Donna at Road Trips Life and Redux.
We did put out a video last Friday and this Monday. We did.
Barbara Castillo, thank you.
The one on Monday was Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Fly traps.
Those are catching a lot of flies. The bag is awesome.
The bag is so far.
So far,
Let's
the bag
see.
is in the lead.
Still got to do the next part of that video.
I'm sold on them, though.
Yeah.
I'm sold on them. And I think depending if the bag does so well, it may be bags hanging around like, bulbs on a Christmas tree around here.
Hang some in the coop. It's bad.
Yeah, the coop needs some bags out there.
So,
I'm just afraid the chickens, you'd have to put it way up at the top.
Yeah.
So the chickens don't get into that stuff.
Yeah. Sup, Chris? Mr. Leonard Mountain Homestead.
There he is.
Thank you, Filipino Raquel.
Yeah.
She said happy birthday.
Air conditioner. Oh my gosh.
Oh geez.
This is becoming a very expensive month.
Hi, Jonesy.
The mower, I took the mower in, and it only cost me $140. Come to find out, the reason it wasn't a broken spring on the pulley, it was I had so much crap stuffed in that cover, and they had to pull sticks out and all kinds of stuff, and it threw the belt off of the pulley.
Yep.
So he actually showed me take off the covers and wash it out and all that kind of stuff. But we did change spark plugs, fuel filters, air filters, oil change. We did everything, sharpened the blades. And then I started mowing. It took me forever. The grass was so thick.
Oh my gosh.
I had to go over it several times just to, the mower, I thought the mower was, and then I think I got bad gas at the Choctaw Nation because I never heard it. It was kept backfiring. And it's like it has water in the fuel, and this bang, I'm going, holy smokes. My PTSD was kicking in. Thought somebody was shooting at me. So yeah, we got that all fixed. And then the air conditioner.
Holy crud. Well, ours wasn't that bad. That's bad.
Oh yeah.
2 old people on a couch.
Oh, but they must have replaced the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So ours didn't cost very much
compared to that.
Compared to Mark and Debbie.
It's still a lot, but it wasn't like that much a lot.
But when we put air conditioning in the house before we sold it in Colorado, in Pueblo,
yeah,
they linked into the heating system.
Well,
so we didn't have to do that.
It was,
it cost like $4,000.
Yeah. Well, and it had a swamp cooler prior to.
Yeah.
So yeah, we put central air in. Already had a heating system, ducts and everything. So it was not like a whole system.
Yeah. If you've never had a swamp cooler, if you have humidity, swamp coolers don't work. If it is an arid area like Colorado Springs, Pueblo, Arizona, swamp coolers are king.
Yeah.
And they will freeze you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we had to put it in there for selling value. So we put the central air system in our house before.
And the person, we had a friend that originally was renting that house when we moved, and she had bad lung issues. Yeah. So, and the swamp cooler was not the best
conducive to that. Yeah. Because it puts a lot of moisture in the air.
Amy Gamey's here.
Hey.
And Jackie Aquadera. Hello.
Radio Jonesy's is here.
Yes, I said hi to Jonesy.
All right.
And what else have I missed?
On tour, in fact.
He is on tour. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, 2 old people on a couch said we just replaced our heating and air and had it completely redacted. $26,000. Well, so this is how ours went. Called them up, and we talked about it last week on Wednesday, how the money went out the door. It was like, what was it, over $1,000?
Yeah, for the compressor.
For the compressor.
Just for the compressor.
To be replaced.
And to be charged.
And to be charged, serviced. They did all that, but they had to replace the compressor. Well, a day and a half later, I noticed that the blower fan was continually running and the compressor had stopped running again. And I'm like, this ain't right. And the temperature was starting to go up. And I'm like, this is not good. So I called them on Saturday. And the guy came out and he looked at it and he said, well, we're going to have to replace the motor on the compressor. And then he said, but that'll be under warranty. And I think I'll replace the motherboard because it's looking kind of rough. And that should be under warranty. I said, okay. And he said, but it's going to be Monday before I can get it ordered it and get it in. And all right. So Monday came and went. And
they showed up on Tuesday.
And he messaged and said he would be out Tuesday morning.
Right. And
he came out. And it was him and another kid. And he got it all in.
Isn't it fun when you say a kid because you're, in your 50s?
Well, yeah. He was probably in his mid-20s.
Yeah.
So he is a kid. But they got it all installed. The one guy went to put
here's the punchline.
The breaker in, circuit breaker, plug it back in. Well, when he did, he kind of halfway got it in. It kicked on. And then he pushed it the rest of it. And then it glitched. And as soon as it did that, the motor blew.
The motor blew.
So the other guy's like, well, I'm going to have to go back and get another motor.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'm like, all right. So yeah, later that day, he came back. They got it all done. Everything is now, knock on wood.
So this time, all we had to pay for was labor.
Right. It was like $300
something.
Yeah, a little over $300.
Yeah, I need that job.
Yeah, we've paid over $1,300 now, $1,400-ish.
And that's just one of our air conditioners.
For the one air conditioner.
For downstairs.
Because this house is large and it takes 2 to cool it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah. What else? It seems like there was something else. Oh, I got the oil changed.
Yeah, you did.
In my Jeep.
For our trip.
Yeah. I got my tags.
Got your tags done. That's good. And then it comes to the snake story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I told this on Sergeant's Talk TV at the very end so I could get off the air.
I don't think there's too many people in here that were in there, though. I'm not seeing this.
So I went out to the shop the other day and doing my regular business, feeding, watering the quail and everything like that. So I went in there. First thing I always do is I open it up and I get all the eggs out. Well, the hens like laying over by the water thing for some reason, and then they all roll to it's probably cooler. And I go in there and I get the eggs out going like this, and a snake head is right underneath it, and I freak out. He's laying in the poop trays underneath the quail. And when I moved the eggs, he went like he was going to grab one of the eggs, and I lost it. And I dropped the eggs. I freaking ran outside like he was just going to jump up and wrap his coils around my neck. And I'm outside, I'm going, and I'm breathing. I thought I was starting to hyperventilate, so I just started calming myself down.
Hey, Johnny, you're here just in time.
So I go inside and we have this grabber and the end has a rubber thing
Yeah.
on the end, right? So I go in there and I get that. And then I get a flat nose shovel. Just in case he wants to come at me, I got the flat nose shovel, right?
He's going to beat it to death.
So I go back in there, and guys, my heart is beating out of my chest. If you know how scared I am of snakes from when I was a kid and all that, stories I've told before. So I get the one tray that I thought he was in, and I start pulling it out, and it was too light. I didn't feel nothing.
Exactly, Jesse.
So I go to the one that's right next to it, and I felt the weight. So I started slowly pulling it out, and then I seen the black snake. And I'm freaking shaking. It's like an earthquake on that tray.
He's shaking worse than me, and that's bad.
And I pull it out a little bit more, and I get the grabber, and I get around it, and I squeeze on it. And the tail came out. I dropped everything. I ran inside. I said, Terry.
No. Let's get this straight. He came in the bedroom. I was still in bed. Yeah, I was awake, but I was still in bed. He comes in the bedroom, and he's like, he couldn't speak. He couldn't say anything. His hands are up in the air. He's just, I said, snake. He said, it's just gross. I can't deal with it. I just can't.
I can't.
He was freaking out.
I was a hysterical guy. Okay?
I thought.
And in my defense, I did poop my pants a little bit. Thank you for putting it. That's why I said you need to do some wash the laundry before we leave tomorrow. So there was some skid marks visible on the underwear and a little bit of pee because I was freaking out, guys. As big as I am, I don't care if it's a red racer going across the ground. I freak out.
Paul's so wrong. Anyway.
So Terry goes out there. She says, there ain't no snake. Like, what? I know I seen it.
He's like, you're going to have to deal with it. So I go out there. I'm looking around. There's no snake. And I know where they go because I've seen them up there. And Brittany pulled one out when she was watching the Animals Forest one year. And I'm looking for it, and I can't find it. It's nowhere to be found. The snake skin is still on the floor. So I went ahead and picked that up, and I said, now watch this. I rolled it up, and I put it in a box. And I'm thinking, he's going to go burn boxes, and that thing's going to come unrolled, and it's going to freaking melt.
But here's the scary part. She comes in, and she says, hey, there's no snake in there.
I said, he's gone.
So I'm thinking, he's somewhere in the shop.
Yeah, and he's like, where is he?
Where?
I don't know. You scared him off. He's as scared of you as you are of him. He's like, no,
he's not.
No, he's not. I'm
no,
like,
he's not.
The snake is gone. He went away. I can't find him. Then he's looking. Like I've got my hands down at my side, and he's looking at my hands like I'm going to pull the snake out from behind my back or something.
I was ready to run. I was ready to run. She's going to be a widow or a divorcee.
You're so bad.
If she pulled the snake out,
We have dude wipes, Jesse.
Man, I tell you what, I was like freaking. And right now, talking about it,
he's just got the heebie-jeebies. I can tell. I can sense it. He's just I've looked for it every day. I haven't found it. He's gone.
Yes, that's right. I am a big chicken.
Hi, Bodie.
But man, and now I go into the shop and I open the door and I turn the lights on.
And he's looking.
And I'm scanning. I'm constantly scanning, running into stuff because I'm looking at the ground. Like I know I'm going to see that snake one of these days, and I'm going to have that shovel and I'm going to start chipping concrete. And she said, no, they're good and we haven't seen any mice lately.
No. And that's what I said. I'd rather have that snake out there eating the mice than the mice getting into the feed.
I'd rather have 30 cats. Then you don't have mice or snakes.
Anyway.
Man, my heart is pounding right now.
Hey, Jonesy's sitting on the beach.
Oh man, that's where I need to be. But man, gosh dang. Hey, Peaceful Des is here.
She is.
Yeah.
Hello, Des.
Man, I hate even. But anyway, that was the snake story. And no, we didn't have a camera running. And yes, I would be embarrassed, but I don't care because I have a phobia.
You do.
Yeah.
Very bad one.
I can kill spiders and
I have no problem with snakes.
Tarantulas and all that stuff, but when it comes to a snake, it's
I don't have
over.
a problem with any of those.
Yeah.
I'll pick a spider up on a piece of paper and put it outside because I won't kill it.
So, getting off snakes. Thank God.
I got hair on.
I'm starting to get a headache from it.
I was gonna read Jolly Huggers is here. Hello.
All right.
And I saw some other comments I was trying to get to. Let's see. I'm way behind now.
Kill Farms!
I said Johnny made it here just in time for that
All
story.
right.
Everybody's laughing now. Let's see. Paul. Anyway, 2 old people on a couch said we have been getting by with window units for several years, just shut off half the house. With grandkids living here, we had to replace the central AC so everyone is comfortable. Got it.
That's expensive. Put the initial, all that in there.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yep. And Paul.
Too much information. What about the brown skid marks?
Gillum says,
hey, that's life.
Yeah. Gillum says, are you kidding me? And he said, I catch snakes in my truck.
No.
And
I would kill people on the road.
Gillum said, I caught a black snake and threw it in the shop the other day. Nothing better for mice. See? I agree.
Oh, sorry.
That black snake ain't going to do nothing to you. He'll go the other way.
He plays on my emotions.
Peaceful Death says, big army man, afraid of snakes. I get it. Afraid of palmettos.
I'm telling you, I told on the show when I went down for jungle training, you never seen me walking around without a machete in my hand.
And then Paul had said, and I saw this earlier, he said, you be careful, Big Mike. You keep digging Terry about how young she is, and she may become the new cougar in the area instead of her disrespecting old man.
Oh, man. So last week we talked about that a guy at one of the stores gave me some tillers and some mowers that they couldn't sell. They're several years old, but they're still brand new. They just haven't sold. In fact, the stickers were still on the mowers, the tillers, $219 a piece tillers. Made by Earthquake, and one was from Toro.
Yeah. Hello, Dennis Green.
So our friends over at We Watch YouTube came over and picked up a mower and a tiller, and somehow we got it in the trunk of their car.
That little car.
Man, it took some finagling, but we got it in their car. So we blessed them with a tiller and a push mower for the kids to use. And then we have 2 more tillers and a mower. So DD5 has claimed a tiller, and Mama V has claimed a tiller, and Dawn over at our Flippin' Farmstead has laid claims to the last mower. So we're able to give them all away and bless somebody that needs them. So everybody, you're welcome. And the guy told me, he goes, hey, if I ever have anything, I gave him my phone number.
You did tell Dawn that the starter pull needs to
She goes, oh, that's easy fix.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the starting thing is whatever, messed up or whatever. And I think someone brought that back because it broke on the first pull or whatever.
And it probably needs some Rust-Oleum on it and stuff.
Yeah. But we did do that. And I'm glad we got to give those away to people.
Hello, Rochelle. Brampton Gardener's here.
Hi, hello, Rochelle.
And Rochelle, you'll have to rewind and watch the whole snake story. Let's see. And there's Kevin hiking with Jackie Boy.
Yep.
And let's see who else came in. I said hi to Bodie.
Leela and Layla.
Leah and Layla are here.
All right.
Wanda Henry said, so glad we do not have snakes here on the island.
I need to come live up there where you're living.
And let's see who else.
What did you say, Gillum?
Gillum says, I start getting concerned when they are cottonmouths, copperheads, and those that have rattles on their tails.
That's right.
Yeah, those are the ones you want to be concerned about.
I like seeing those when I'm mowing because they ain't got a chance in heck. Because I'm gonna mow over them.
Rochelle said, not many snakes around here. Occasionally a garter snake, but nothing poisonous, thankfully.
Yeah. They don't have to be poisonous for me.
No, it don't matter. This was it was a black snake. It wasn't going to hurt him.
The only thing I like is earthworms to fish with. I can handle those suckers. They ain't got no fangs.
Mm.
And maybe that's it. The fangs. I don't know. I know the Syrians were laughing at me during Desert Storm when I was dragging that sand viper. It bit into my freaking cargo pocket because I stepped on it. And I was dragging this 7-8 foot sand viper behind me, and they were laughing. Oh man, they were just having a great time with me. And then they went over there and chopped its head off and cooked it. So
Johnny says he got a little dozer therapy today. Nothing better for compressing your spine.
Yeah.
Paul says, easy way to shorten the story. Terry, big soldier runs to wife to deal with a snake in the shop.
That's right. She's my Marine.
That's what he said
my
yesterday.
Marine of snakes.
Runs towards the danger.
She runs towards the danger. And I'm in the house looking out the window. Like I can see her in the shop.
Jonesy said, yeah, we've got the deadliest snakes in the world over here. You do. He would never make it.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Let's see. Figuring it out with Catfish said I whacked a snake with the weed whacker the other day.
Prince Edward Island does not have snakes.
Yeah.
I like that place already.
And Judy Herman said her sister and her husband lived on Vancouver Island for many years. When they retired about 10 years ago, moved to Gabriola Island.
Oh. That's over on the Washington side, isn't it?
Vancouver Island?
Where's Vancouver?
In Canada? It's by Washington State. Yes. So Mac and Patty are here.
Hey, Mac and Patty, we're going to see them this weekend.
We are. Southern Blessed Homestead. And Rebecca says, I would like for y'all to help me get to 1,000 friends by her birthday, which is 26th July. She has 967.
Ooh.
So if you have not gone and checked out Rebecca's channel, please do.
Yep. 967. She's very, very close, guys.
I know a lot of you probably already have because we kind of fall in the same circles. So, but go check her out.
Now, I did go live last night with Jason from White Rock on Sergeant's Talk TV. If you've never heard of that channel, it is a veteran ran channel, myself and Jason. And we talk about veterans issues. We talk about the military, all kinds of stuff. Yesterday we did one on your DD-214, everything you need to know about that, how to get one replaced. And a lot of people have questions, and we put together shows that help answer those questions for everybody. It's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you are a veteran, you know a veteran, you're a spouse of a veteran, or whatever, you want to learn about the military, please go there and check out that channel. We're doing rather well. We're just over a year. We're at 1,500 subscribers, a little bit more than that. And I'm going to tell you something. It's really therapeutic for me to talk about the military and to help other veterans or family members get the answers that they need. Yeah. And they do email us, and We put our email right there in the description every week. And people call us, say, hey, I'm having a problem with this and that and whatever. And we help them out, give them a little bit of direction. We don't know everything, but we know where to go to find the answers. So that's always good. So please check out Sergeant's Talk TV every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Jesse put the link in.
Thank you, Jesse.
RNC's up to 110 subs.
All right.
And
Road Trips, Life, and Redox.
Patty from Southern Blessed Homestead.
All right.
Looking forward to seeing y'all. We're looking forward to seeing you and Mac too.
Yes.
And
it's going to be our first time meeting you.
It is.
And we've known each other for several years.
We have.
That's a great thing about these things, meetups and all that other stuff. It is absolutely awesome. Now, we did reserve our spot for Mid-America 2026 at Lake Texoma State Park here in Oklahoma. We're in 423 is our RV spot. They're allowing everybody to make reservations 11 months in advance. So the booking time started already. So if you're looking to come and you want to spread out how much it costs to come, you can pay for your spot now, reserve it in the Jones or Floyd campground. And they will allow you 5 days in advance if something comes up, and you'll get a total refund. Anytime after that, they charge you for 1 day, and then they give the rest of the money back.
Jesse and Lisa's in spot 421.
421.
Awesome.
All right. So there's a spot in between us, 422.
Bodie says he's going to be there.
Who is?
Bodie.
All right.
Liberty Layers Hideout. Bill.
Because that Lake Texoma, you think all your lakes are packed during the summer. We're having this a week before Memorial Day. People reserve it so nobody can reserve it weeks before. They don't care. And they want the spot they want, and they're not going to let anybody extend or do anything for them. So if you want to go next year, and like us, we paid for ours. It only costs us because I get the senior discount. They have a senior discount. They have a military veteran discount. And they have a disabled. They're all 10% off. And it cost me $88 for full hookups, sewer, water, electricity. So guys, you need to go check it out. Go to our Facebook page at Empty Homestead on Facebook for all the details of the event for next year. We have flooded that thing with a lot of information to answer the questions that you have. Okay.
Bill at My Alaska has 3,334 subs.
All right.
And
do you want to give some to Rebecca?
Some of his subs?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it helps when you share out her channel.
Des has 1,429.
All right.
So everybody go check out these guys.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something. If you want to help a channel out, sharing their channel out on your post or your community tab, as it used to be called, really helps it out. So if you've got 10,000 subscribers and you share somebody out, guess what? That's people that have never been exposed probably to the channel you're sharing out, and it really helps.
And Rochelle doesn't pay attention to her subs, so if you haven't, you could go subscribe to her. She'll never know if you did or didn't. But
Debbie Drock, you have a channel?
Go check out.
Or you just have 22 subscribers? I didn't know she had a channel.
Well, everybody's got a channel.
Well, yeah.
Whether or not you post on it, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Rochelle's gardens are amazing.
Yes. Now, we have the thumbnail is up for Friday. We will be doing a morning talk with Mike and Terry. We don't know if it's going to be from the hotel or if it's going to be from the Ridge. depending on, I don't know what the cell service
It'll be
is.
from somewhere in Tennessee.
I don't know what the cell service is out at Tim's place, but we will be going live on our phones. So please join us for that. It's at 8:30 Central Standard Time in the AM. So have coffee with us, and we will tell you what's going on, who's there, what to expect, what not to expect.
Yeah.
There you go. So we will be live over there on Tim's place. Hopefully it's Tim's place, but it might be in the hotel where there's air conditioning.
Speaking of air conditioning, did you hear that?
I heard it.
It's air conditioning.
She has this place like a freaking freezer.
I know. I turned it up earlier because I was getting cold.
Wow.
But I'll turn it back down before I go to bed.
She's trying to break the bank. And then next Monday,
Have a good night.
we
one day,
will
Henry.
not have. Well, no, we can have it now because she just canceled my appointment. I don't have to go to Muskogee
That's true, and we're not picking the dogs up until 1.
till 1:00.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, and there will be a morning talk, and we will give you all the goings on that happen for us at Freedom Weekend. Everything that we can report. Personal stuff and things like that we don't get involved in and stuff like that. So who knows?
Rochelle, what have you been watching on Instagram that you need a cold shower so you can go to sleep? Sorry.
You've been looking at
No,
Firefighters Digest.
There's no, she's
She sends Terry pictures of these
she does.
these scantily clad
No, she
men,
does.
fire suits, and
Every
police
once-
officers with no shirt on.
No, every once in a while,
Yeah.
maybe. But she sends me all kinds of stuff. No, she said something about they turned the AC off today, so she's gonna need.
I don't understand. Why do women do that? Why don't you just send them pictures of beer-gutted men with their shirts off? That's what you're married to. That's who you say you love.
We love you.
We just don't like the package.
No, I mean, I like the package. I could say something, you know.
Boys with bellies. That should be a magazine. Sexy boys with bellies.
Chubby
Yeah.
Chase.
Paul's saying, well, with that, it's 10-minute warning.
All right. Paul's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
This is enough.
Uh,
Yeah, exactly, Rochelle. Exactly. So Mike never looks at women. Right.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I pointed out to her.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I do the same thing.
I don't hide nothing.
I don't either.
Be honest with your significant other.
I mean, nothing wrong with looking.
Peaceful Des says, no man at home. I like to look.
Jesse put hashtag dad bods are all you get there.
That's right.
That seems so convincing.
I'll send them straight to Mike. Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
So that's what we got. It's going to be
Is that
a
it?
great weekend. We're going to have a lot to talk about on Friday and Monday.
Rochelle says, just because you're on a diet doesn't mean you can't look at the menu.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm on an involuntary diet.
Oh,
Terry's on one. That means I'm on one. She's not going to cook something for
Hey.
me and cook something for her.
I made you a steak the other night.
Yeah, we had red meat, guys. She couldn't even finish. She finished like half of hers or 3/4 of it.
3/4.
So I finished it off because I don't get red meat very often. And that should be a sin.
My tummy was hurting after that, though. It was too much. I can't do
Well, that's because you've been eating keto and
it.
all of a sudden they go,
Low
what is
fat,
this
lean,
protein
and-
stuff?
No, I get protein.
What is this fat?
I
coming-
get protein
coming
all
in?
the time. It's the fat that I've been avoiding.
I'm telling you something. Red meat, good. Yeah.
All right. We got 7 minutes left.
7 minutes.
How are we feeling 7 minutes?
Anybody have any questions for us that are non-snake related?
No, keto is no carbs. So like no sugar, no white flour. You can do almond flour. No white flour. No,
Okay.
Carbs, basically.
I'm going to admit something that I thought I would keep, but it's been bugging me. I went to go pick up the mower, and I had the empty fuel can jugs with me.
Mm.
So I went to Choctaw Nation.
And you got egg rolls.
I did not get egg rolls.
Oh.
And then I went in to get my chew.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden I walked out and I seen a picture of little Debbie staring me in the face.
Balloons going up when there's little Debbie. What's that? Why? Why?
And so I had to get me one of those 8-pack donut things. And they were good. And you can look right behind my seat. The wrapper's right behind there, so you know I'm not lying to you.
See?
Well, you know I'm not lying to you anyway.
Now Rochelle says she wants egg rolls. I made an egg roll bowl the other day, so it's egg roll without the wrapper, basically.
It was good.
Did that. I did a ginger chicken bowl.
Yep.
And then a Southwest chicken bowl.
They were all good.
The Southwest chicken bowl was really good.
Yeah.
Max on the seafood diet. He sees food and eats it.
That's right.
I mean, I like food, guys. I do, but I really need to try and
watch
be
your cholesterol.
More
That's
healthy.
the number one thing.
Yeah, I just want to be more healthy. Yeah. And Rochelle said she'd take egg rolls over Little Debbie any day. Yeah, me too. I love egg rolls. Yeah.
Have you tried crumble?
Crumble cookie? No, but I saw on Cassie's Kitchen Creations, she had a chart thing about crumble cookie, I think dupes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might want to check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I have the crumble bath wash.
Well, I will tell you.
I smell.
I will tell you that the Little
yummy,
Debbie donut pack was crumbled. Yeah. So.
But it wasn't crumble cookie.
No, but it says crumble on it.
Oh.
It's got like a little coconutty and stuff like that, and they were really good. I haven't had one of those coming up on a year, because I'd get one every morning when I go to work at the truck stop.
Gillum's got a single Mountain Dew in the refrigerator for that emergency break glass moment.
There you go. There you go.
Jesse says crumble is of the devil.
Yeah.
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 Bo's RV Life says he's leaving early in the morning, going to a campground for a few days.
There you go.
Safe trip to you.
Yeah.
And Paul said he keeps a Monster in his fridge for that moment.
Yeah.
I like me a Monster. I do like Monster energy drinks.
She does. I can't drink them.
And Alani. I
get really bad acid reflux from those.
I can't.
Monster
Yeah,
drinks.
I can't. Like, I can only have one once in a while, or it gives me.
It's one of the only things that gives me instantaneous heartburn.
The Mio does that to me.
Mio doesn't do that to me. I really like that.
Yeah.
But you got to really watch how much Mio you put in there.
That's true.
I just want the water to not taste like water, just a little bit.
Our water doesn't really taste like anything.
I know,
it's double filtered.
Well, the other day after I got done mowing, I drank I drank 2 of these. I guzzled 2 of these, just straight water out of the Brita. So.
Yeah, I like, what is it? The Tangerine, I think it's Tangerine Dream Monster. There's one called Papillon that's like I don't know, fruity mango.
Ooh, fruity.
Yeah, it's fruity. I don't know. What's the other one? There's another one I really like. I like the watermelon one.
Rochelle says she likes putting orange peels in her water.
I do lemon.
Yep.
I like lemon water.
Cucumber.
Cucumber's good.
Fancy water.
Yeah. Have you tried Celsius?
Mm-mm.
I've seen that. I haven't tried it.
No.
I like the Alani ones. The Alani has a cherry limeade. Tastes like Sonic cherry limeade.
I like the Walmart brand because it's cheaper. And it tastes just the same to me. There's no difference.
I like chai tea and iced coffee and royal milk tea.
Lemons
I used to get
or limes or
Yeah.
is also good.
I always got the royal milk tea when I was in Korea. That was yummy.
Yeah, lemon water makes my mouth dry for some reason.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm weird.
And Bodie said, malt liquor like hard mics I can't drink. Instant heartburn. Me too. Like, yeah, the mics sometimes, not so much the mics, the twisted teas. I don't know why it is, but the twisted teas affect me funny. Yeah.
But anyway.
All right. We got 1 minute.
Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse is up next.
We got to go finish up stuff.
Yeah, we got to pack and do all kinds. We're last minute packers. We've always been that way.
And I just kind of.
And then we forget all kinds of crap.
And I'm taking all my new clothes. I'm going to be ironing the whole time because it's all new stuff and it needs to be ironed.
Oh.
Anyway.
She got a bunch of birthday summer dresses.
New clothes.
Yeah. So anyway, and then what Brittany sent you.
She did. Pretty sent me some Austrameria lilies. They were beautiful. And
or they're still beautiful.
They are. And then a mixed box of Starbucks K-Cups. And then a little crate. I like the box. The box is so cool. I should have brought it in here. But anyway, it's a little box and it's got a mix of different nut mixes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse is up next. Please go over there and tell him MT Homestead sent you. And put some red, white, and blue stars in there for the 4th of July for him. Okay? Guys, we love you. Remember, be kind to one another. Help somebody in need. And always, always think of that. Guys, we love you. God bless you. We'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.
423 site is available to get for that weekend in Joe's campground.
No, we're 423.
Yeah,
422 should be available.
Yeah, I would hope. It better not show our site.
hang on. Don't go out.
We'd be in trouble.
Let me check. Let's go to the email.
Search.
Let's see.
He's looking. We're gonna make sure.
Why is this acting weird?
Bodie's got to put his chickens up.
All right, Bodie.
Ours went up early. Jesse said, make sure you're looking at Joe's, Paul.
Yeah, at Joe's.
And Paul said, good catch at RNC Acres. Yeah, RNC said on the website it shows 423 is available for that weekend, May.
Not May.
Did you find it?
I thought I saved it because they sent me a confirmation.
Search Texoma and it should pull up. That's all I ever do is type in because I get so many emails that are crazy. Thank you, Debbie. Shows
confirmation, Lake Texoma. Hey, see? JC 423 is which is Joe's Campground. 423 is ours. And we got it Thursday, May 14th until Sunday.
Huh. We've got a confirmation. RNC said, yeah, it's May 2026. I did the advanced search. I can message y'all and show you.
All right.
Yeah, send that to us. I like to see this. And yeah, you got to put in, I think we had this issue with 10 Killer at one point, or you follow, no, 10 Killer.
Yeah.
Because if you don't actually sign in and then do the date search, and
then you don't see the actual.
You don't see the actual one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is May 15th through the 17th of 2026. But yeah, send that to me. I want to see that.
Yep.
Because
bye, guys.
We have confirmation, so it's there. Anyway,
all right.
Love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Have a good 4th of July. Stay safe.